Yeah, we had just some slick roads depending on where you were in the metro. I know that we had to have some additional salt trucks called out to I-74 and a lot of these local streets. I mean, you were out at that Washington Street pileup essentially. And what happened was we just had a fine little layer of frozen precip and it did a lot of damage.
And can I talk about this? So when I left that, I stopped at McDonald's real quick. I had to throw something in the trash. I literally pulled into the parking lot, got out, and almost slipped and hurt myself.
No, well, that's not good.
It was a sheet of ice. But I didn't know it was there.
That's right. It doesn't look like it's that bad until you fall down. And I really hope that's not the case. Because things like sidewalks in your driveway, I mean, that's not going to be treated unless you're out there doing that yourself. And I'll tell you what, everything's getting better. Yeah, it's been a rough morning. It's been a long morning. We are finally, though, on the backside of this weather system. And what Matthew was talking about, just getting pounded, the Northeast is. And if you had any flights, you might have a connection or something like that being impacted by flight delays across the Northeast. So make sure you're double checking that. We did have a couple delays out of the Indy airport earlier this morning. As of right now, still seeing a little bit of light flurry action over on the eastern side of the state as the sky has started to clear from west to east. So our camera network showing us seeing increasingly some blue skies here in the Indy metro. We're at 32. Been pretty clear over in Crawfordsville for the past few hours, but staying cold at 31. And we are still dealing with overcast skies and a few flurries in Connorsville sitting at 29. And it's been a wild one over in Richmond. This is our live in-dot camera at I-70 and just seeing the snow flurries still flying. Looks like conditions have greatly improved from what it looked like over there earlier this morning, but still want you to use caution. Things like this bridge here, overpasses, ramp systems, any elevated surface potentially could still be slick as we've still got that wintry precip falling. So just use extra caution. For the rest of us, though, sky will continue to clear this afternoon, recovering back to 35 by 2 o'clock today through 6 o'clock up to 39 for our forecast high. And that sky is going to stay clear into the evening tonight and then beyond for the overnight. So here's how the next several hours play out. Still going to hang on to that cloud deck in east central Indiana through about the time the sun goes down. And at this point in the season, that's just before 8 p.m. Once we get into the deeper evening and then eventually the overnight, there's that clearing, and that will allow for a quick drop in temperatures. We're talking overnight lows in the teens. That's the actual air temperature. 18 in Kokomo overnight, 16 in Richmond, down to 20 here in the Indy metro. Once we get through that cold morning, things will improve. We'll change up our wind direction. We're going to bring back the sunshine, a temperature near 50 for a high here in Indy tomorrow, 47 in Richmond for your Wednesday, and then we'll be on the warm side of this weather system Thursday, back into the upper 50s. Now, rain's going to return Thursday afternoon, and eventually this cold front moves through early Friday morning. That's going to bring in some lingering showers for your St. Patrick's Day, as well as a drop in temperatures. We'll go from 50 Friday morning back into the 40s during the course of the day, and that cold air sticks around just 33 for a high to start next weekend.